What's up? We're here with another Tales of the Former GameStop Manager. Instead of talking about all the people I got fired, let me tell you a little tidbit about why the pre-orders mattered sometimes. Now, back in the days, if you were trying to pre-order a game like a Madden or a Grand Theft Auto, that didn't matter. They were going to send every store a metric fuck ton of games, of those titles. But it was always the smaller titles. That's where your pre-orders kind of mattered. Like, yeah, the best example I could give was when I was working at the Rosemead GameStop way back in 2004. Yeah, a game like Dynasty Warriors. In that area, a lot of people wanted that game. I'd have, like, whenever the new one would come out, because they'd come out with one every, like, 3 to 6 months at that, because they'd have regular Dynasty Warriors 4, and then Dynasty Warriors Extreme Legends, and then Dynasty Warriors 5, and then Dynasty Warriors 5 Extreme Legends. They kept doing that. It was pre-DLC era, PS2. So I'd have a lot of people, the day would come out, I'd get like 4 copies because we'd have 1 or 2 pre-orders. And there was one time I actually convinced that customer base, if you want to get it, I need you to pre-order. Because like I said, I had 20 people come in trying to buy my 4 copies of Dynasty Warriors. And one time they actually listened to me. And we got like 15 to 20 pre-orders. And they sent me like several master cases of Dynasty Warriors, whichever one it was at the time. And then that one day when Dynasty Warriors 4 or 5 Extreme Legends came out, and then I was able to send them all home happy. I'm like, hey, are you going to pre-order the next one? They're like, no, you had it today. I'm like, no, you don't understand how this worked. Like, you guys pre-ordered this last one. They sent me 45 of them so I could sell them all to you. I need you to pre-order it again. It's the small titles. Like Madden, no one gave a shit because they were going to send me 120 every time. But it was always for the smaller titles that where it mattered. And I could never get people to understand that when I worked at GameStop. It's funny because all the other stores would always be pushing, oh, Halo 2 or Grand Theft Auto San Andreas or all the stuff from that era. But it was always the small stuff. That's where I focused when I was a manager back in the day. It's like, oh, the ones that I knew we were going to get screwed over on. I'm like, hey, if you want this low print, low demand game, that's where the pre-order matters, not on the big giant title. But I couldn't get enough of the customers to understand it. They understood that one time, and they all went home happy once. And then when Dynasty Warriors, whatever, the next one came out, oh, you guys had it last time. Why don't you have it today? I was like, because y'all didn't pre-order it again. Because that's how it worked back in 2004. Nowadays, you got to go to like limited run or you got to pre-order online. Like, people are always discouraged from pre-ordering. I discourage pre-ordering giant titles, but if there's something you want, something niche, if the niche stuff is where you need to get your order in, and then that's all Kickstarter stuff, limited run, special reserve. That's how all this nonsense happened. But all right, make sure to hit that like, subscribe, all that nonsense. We'll see you guys next time.